Hi guys, today I'd like to show you how to tie a tarpon bunny. This is a classic tarpon fly. It's pretty old school and I don't know who invented it or how long it's been around. I'm certain it's older than me. And for today I'm just going to tie it on a little mustad hook, but if you're actually going after tarpon you might want to tie these on some special large expensive tarpon hooks. Maybe a 2/0 or even a 1/0. Tarpon bunny is a really super simple fly to tie. I'm going to switch over here and use a red thread, if I can find it. Of course I can't, because I'm recording. Here it is. And today I'm going to tie it just white and red. It's another classic color, but you're welcome to do any color combinations you like. I know chartreuse is another popular one. And it's a color I like, use a lot. All you need is rabbits for this, rabbit zonker strips. I've got a cross-cut red zonker and I've got a regular white zonker for the tail. Now it's called a Tarpon Bunny. There's some famous patterns like Black Death. But you can use it on, a variety of fish. I understand that it's effective on snook as well. The rabbit fur's got a really nice action in the water, and I wouldn't be surprised if you get any fish to take that fly if you put it in front of it. So first we start with our zonker strip, our white tail, and you kind of want to measure how long you want this puppy to be. You want kind of a good tail on it. And find the spot, give that a snip. One of the things I like to add to my tarpon bunnies, and I'm sure I stole it from somebody else, is a little mono loop here in the back. If you just tie this tail on like this, when you start casting, invariably it'll get twisted around the bend of the hook. So what I like to do is just take a little bit of mono, and in this case I'm just going to use something pretty light, even just something like 15 pound is enough. Of course, if you're using a bigger fly you might want something heavier, but I like to take just a little bit of that mono and I'm going to tie in a loop kind of like this that sticks out the back. I don't know if you can see that. And just tie in one side of the mono, or tie it on one side of the hook. When you tie the mono in, it loves to spin around the hook, so you kind of want to take it slow, cinch it down, make sure it stays where you want. Make your loop in the back. If the loop is trying to curve down on you or curve up, you can twist the mono before you tie it in, which will encourage it to stay in one shape or another. There it is. You can always put a couple of wraps on it and then tease the mono back where you want it to be before you cinch it on. And I think I like it there. Doesn't matter, as soon as I fish this, it's gonna get torn up anyways. Hopefully. Doesn't have to be perfect. Really the main point of this is that you're sticking that loop out there. It's hopefully going to prevent that zonker from wrapping around. Okie dokie. You take your little zonker spot and I like to wet it down while I'm tying it. I think I saw Lefty Cray do that with some flash. I like to do it with all my material now. It really helps it stay in place while I'm doing the tying, especially things like marabou and rabbit fur. It likes to go everywhere. And you notice I'm tying this all in right around the point of the hook. And I pretty much keep everything right around there. this next part, you can build this head or the body, whatever it is of this fly, as thick as you want. And I don't see any problem with that. The classic tarpon fly that you're going to buy in a store, though, usually has just a couple of wraps of the zonker up front for the body, and then they build up a head in front of that even. So I'm going to tie it that classic way, so it'll make for a good video. You can see here's that cross-cut rabbit. So when you tie it on, you want to make sure that everything's facing the right way. I'm just going to spin my vise and lay that on there. And really, for this fly, especially because it's kind of a smaller version, I think probably okay with just that single wrap. You want to work that thread through the rabbit hair and then back over the strip. And tighten it down. Let's see. I may take one other wrap on there. Maybe look a little better. Okay, look, once you got all this mess sorted out, go ahead and chop off the extra. Yeah. Then tie it all up. Looks kind of ugly. Got a big bump there. So we'll go ahead and use that to create the head of the fly. Forward and back. And then finish it off. Beautiful. Some guys like to get real creative, and they're going to paint little eyes here on this head you built up. I don't know if I'll go to that trouble. Or not. If I tie it large enough, I'm actually going after tarpon. Some of the little sticky eyes are small enough to fit on there too. Put a bunch of head cement on it in this case. I want to make sure that sticks. And that's pretty much it. Kind of fly you can knock out within just a few minutes. Chartreuse and white, chartreuse and chartreuse, common colors, purple and black, orange and purple, all sorts of colors. But if you're interested in tarpon, here's a simple tarpon fly you can tie for them. Thanks.